Yo, what's going on, guys? Good morning. We're in Atlanta today. I decided last second that I would come down to Port Alliance. Now that I live close, it's kind of just easy for me to hop in the car and come here. Shout out to Don Napier, the owner of the Port Alliance. I hit him up last night and was like, hey, I want to come hang out in the morning, come shoot. Is there any way I can get in early? Thankfully, he let me come in with vendors, so that was like a lot easier than sitting in line for 3 hours, because I could probably be here for about half the day because I got stuff I need to do. So yeah, I brought the Majesta. It is not clean at all. This tire definitely needs air. Just forget about it, garbage. But it is beautiful outside right now. The sun is just coming up, and it's actually a little chilly, which is surprising because it's been super nice past couple weeks. But next weekend is Riverside, so I got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get done for that. And that's why I wasn't really planning to come to this event, but it just worked out like last second. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll come hang out for the day. But yeah, today I am probably just gonna look at a couple of cars and just show them off in the video. That's about it. Ain't gonna be anything too crazy, but we actually did record a podcast episode where I took a bunch of pictures here on my phone, and me and Matt went through them and kind of looked at some of these cars. And so if you're interested in that, if you like podcasts, you need something to listen to on your way to work, go check out our podcast and that specific episode. The link will be in the description. Okay, of course the first place I'm gonna come to is this. Boy, that's a long wheelbase too. That's fucking cool as shit. It's a Sovereign. Hey, he got a flat tire too. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm not the only one. Damn, this thing is gangster as fuck. Underrated chassis, personally. They're kind of weird looking cars, and without a kit on them, they're kind of awkward. But you can make these things look sick, especially the Sovereign. Long wheelbase. Got my brother right here. This is Crown Royal Saloon, maybe? Well, it's a Crown variant of some sort. I don't remember exactly. Oh, Royal Touring. Okay, interesting. But honestly, I think these look better than the Majesta. Like, it's a smaller car. It's more of a commuter, but I love the way they look. Just now starting to fill up in here. There's really sick cars. Exhibit A would be this lineup right here. E36 Pandem kit. I don't even know what those wheels are. This thing looks incredible. That's probably a really rare color. I have no idea, but RWB. This is absolutely fucking wild. How you doing, bud? I knew you were walking up.
I was like, what's he about to do to me?
Put you on the spot. How's it going?
Doing well, man. It's a great morning here in Newport. We are going to have a great first year back in the spring.
Yes, sir. You guys did full last year here, right?
Yeah, we did fall here. Yeah, absolutely.
That's funny. You know what's funny? It is the 5-year anniversary of the big Aftermovie that I did here.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
5 years ago.
You got a bunch of views on there, right? Close to 1 million, right?
Over 1 million, yeah.
Oh, really? It finally went over 1 million? That's awesome. That's super cool. Crazy. What time did you get here this morning?
7:30, like you told me.
You actually were on time. Right?
I know, I got you.
I could have had it.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I drove past everybody. I felt like a dick, but
we definitely need to go ahead and get your setup here, though. We need to do a podcast from the event, right?
I know. Donna's been trying to get me to come here and do like a live thing with Substance, which would be really sick. We're just trying to figure out how to make that work. So maybe the summer show?
Yeah, summer beat would be great. I think that
Nashville? Is that where it is?
It's going to be in Nashville.
You have a date?
I'd rather not say yet. July, like usual.
Okay.
It'll be in Nashville. We've got a lot of special things happening for that.
Yeah, I think we'll try and make something work for that, because I think it'd be really cool. We just didn't have enough time to figure it out for this one, but I'm super down. Hey, I appreciate everything, man. Thank you. You have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
Back to back RWBs. Don't really get to see this all that often, so definitely a cool sight. And another one right here. And then you come in here, another one, and another one. So this one's really interesting to me because this is the most tame RWB I've ever seen. It's very simple. I almost didn't think it was an RWB when I walked up on it. But I'm a fan. The only thing I don't like is that it just doesn't have like any kind of skirts, which I guess is part of the look, but it just, I don't know, it looks a little funky, and just seeing those exposed, I don't even know what that is, but still cool. This thing is absolutely perfect. I really would not have thought that black on black would actually work this well on an S chassis, but I'm a huge fan of this car. Satin black faces with the gloss black lips. If this thing had some tire shine on it, would be like perfect, but I'm a huge fan. Alright, so I'm chilling in the back of the Majesta right now. I've been catching up with people, went and got some food, starting to get busy out, and I wanted to take pictures before it got too busy. There's a lot of really cool cars here, and it's actually funny that this weekend is the 5-year anniversary of my Import Alliance Aftermovie that blew up, and it's really cool to be back here and like reflect on like what that did for me and how hard I worked for that. I moved over to the US in December of 2015, and this was the first car show that I filmed. Now, I grew up watching, you know, Crispy and Halcyon make those after movies of like Soho and H2O, where it was more based around like the lifestyle instead of just the cars. And I'd seen videos from Import Alliance. I knew that it was a huge event. People would talk about it. I'd seen David Patterson, That Dude in Blues videos from this, but nobody was making like a lifestyle video of this event. So I was like, damn, there's a gap in the market for me to do something here. I basically risked spending all of the money that I had left to drive down here, like 14 hours from Detroit, and just film non-stop all weekend to make a sick after movie. And like after the show on Sunday, I drove through the night to get home. Like after I've been at the show for hours, like barely any sleep all weekend. I had my friends hand out my business cards, which were, you know, had my logo, had LEP Automotive on it, and it basically said, I just shot your car, it might appear in my after movie. And I had my friends put them on like a ton of cars here, and like basically, as soon as I got home, I edited the video, got it out as soon as possible. I had like insane amounts of views right away because those people were just like ready to watch the video, and they were so excited about it, whether or not their car was in it. And yeah, it's just really cool to reflect on that, because the whole point of me taking that risk, spending the last of my money to come down here and film that video, was so that I could like put myself on the map here in the US. I could build a reputation as quick as possible for being a videographer, and it worked. It was a huge thing. And you know, if you search Import Alliance or Import Alliance Aftermovie on YouTube, the first video that's going to come up is mine. It has, you know, over 1 million views. It's still to this day a really, really sick video. The editing's pretty crazy, and at the time, I don't think anybody that came to Import Alliance had really seen anything like it. So it was definitely cool, and it's nice to be back here 5 years later and like reflect on that and see how far I've come. Since then, I'm now doing so many other things instead of just making videos, but it's fucking awesome to see that. And shout out to everybody that has been around since then. You guys are awesome. I appreciate everybody's support. But yeah, it's cool to be back. Okay, so Bagride has just announced their very own air struts, and I have had a lot of questions because I have obviously for the past few years been going on about how I want some company, or I want to work with a company to design air suspension that you can actually drive low on. And they've come out with their own suspension that is designed to drive low. And I've had a lot of people ask me questions, you know, are you going to switch back to being on air on the LS? Are you staying static? You know, what do you think about Bagrider's new thing? Personally, I'm extremely curious. I am close friends with everybody at Bag Riders, and so I have been talking to them about it a little bit. Right now, still undecided, but there is a possibility I may make the switch, at least just to try it out, if anything. Because I'm very excited that they're, taking the initiative to create a product that I have been dying for years, and I know other people want it too. So I'm super excited that they're rolling this out. I just hope, I really hope that it lives up to the expectations that I have. And we shall see. These are the new super low bags. From what I know, not official statement, this is a smaller chamber, kind of like how the slim double bellows were, but it's a single bellow. And the reason for doing that is because a double bellow has a weird kind of like, I don't know how you describe it, but this has a very linear travel to it because it's one thing. You got to think about it like a double bellow, it compresses one, then compresses the second. This is a very consistent travel, so it allows it to be stiffer, and I believe, from what I can tell, this is a way thicker material than any other bag I've felt. Like, as an example, if I show you this, if I try and push down on this, like that is insanely difficult to push down on. So it leads me to believe that they're going to ride a lot stiffer than any kind of slim double bellow setup has been. So I'm very excited and curious to see how it does. And I can't guarantee whether I'm going to go that route or not, but I am interested to look into it. So yeah, everybody who's asking me about it, you guys knew I wasn't 100% going to stay static from the jump anyway, but no guarantees yet, maybe. Oh, and also, I believe that these are valved more aggressively than your standard air shock. So yeah. Oh, and all of them come with adjustable top hats, which for everybody with LS400s that don't need them because it doesn't adjust camber, it's nice to have for clearance. So they all come with those. But yeah, all made in the US. Bag Riders branded. I guess they have these right here, bearings on top for anybody that runs McPherson stuff and has issues with bags binding when they turn. I guess that solves that issue. But I mean, they look super nice. But until I get my hands on them or ride in the car with it, I have no idea. I'm about to head out, head back to Chattanooga. But this was really cool. I definitely enjoyed this. I apologize that I didn't show a ton of cars. I've really just been standing around talking to people, and I feel like I'm losing my voice. But like I said, we recorded an episode of the podcast where I took a few pictures of some cars here and we talked about them. So if you guys want to go check that out, please do. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll roll out of here and be back for another video soon. Appreciate you guys watching.